briefly introduce yourself to the board?
Sir, I am Antriksh Jain and I belong to district Mohali of Punjab. I have completed my BTech in Mechanical Engineering from Chandigarh Engineering College, Mohali. After that, I have done job at Saint Gobain Glass India for 10 months. And since last 2 years, I have been preparing for civil services. If I talk about my interests, that include palmistry, playing badminton, and abstract paintings.
Okay, Antriksh, your name is very unique. What does it mean?
Sir, it means space.
Space.
Yes.
Any correlation of your personality with that of space?
As of now, sir, I cannot correlate. However, there are some similarities. I believe, for example, I am too talkative. So just like space, which is beyond any limits, sometimes I am being talkative.
You also
just
sky
like
is
that.
the limit, isn't it?
Yes.
Tell me one thing, unemployment is becoming a huge issue in our country. Even ILO in its report has pointed out that unemployment is increasing in India. Similarly, reports of CMIE, which you must have heard, or NSSO, they are also presenting a very gloomy picture. So in this context, let me ask you, whose responsibility or whose job is to create jobs, whether it is the state government or the central government?
Sir, after pandemic, CMIE data have been revealing that our unemployment rate is quite high. Recently also the data has come and it's about 8%. And regarding your question, who generates jobs? So currently it's the prerogative of state government. However, central government is also ensuring skill development through Union Skill Development Ministry. And it's also the prerogative of private companies. However, for them to have conducive environment, it is the responsibility of center as well as states. But the most important responsibility is of the states.
Okay, Antriksh, suppose Government of India gives you mandate to prepare a blueprint by which the employment or employability of youth improves considerably, because you know jobs don't hang on trees, jobs have to be created.
Right, sir.
If you are given that mandate, then what concrete measures you will be suggesting in your report to ensure that unemployability number one doesn't happen and employment avenues, opportunities also increase manifold?
Sir, I believe it's a two-way issue, which is a demand side issue as well as supply side issue. On the demand side, as you rightly pointed about unemployability, I believe we are having a curriculum which is not up to the standards that are required in the modern era. For example, if I come from mechanical engineering, we are still studying machines, example lathe, shaper machine and welding. However, there are CNCs and 3D printing, 4D printing is on the line as well. So we are not getting knowledge of that. There is a lack of industry academia linkage. That means demand supply jobs are not there. If I talk about supply side issues, so currently it has been seen that India is not able to generate jobs up to its potential. For example, in labor intensive industries like textiles, it's the second largest employment generator, but we are still lagging in it. For example, because of lack of automation in textiles or lack of machinery, lack of scale. So I think there are issues at both sides, and companies needs to understand what exactly needs to be done to be relevant. For example, R&Ds, research and development, and innovations, etc. So these things needs to be done.
Okay.